Hi, Greg Moulton here from Matrix Motion Fitness Studios. We just want to go over some hip mobility exercises and strengthening to help stabilize within the pelvis and the hips. These are all isometrics, so you're just going to be pushing into a solid object and then just holding that one position. The pressure that you put into it is kind of on a gradual scale, so as you get better and as you get stronger with these positions, you can certainly push harder, but for the time being, just start with a little bit of a softer pressure or whatever feels most comfortable for you. In terms of a duration of these, you're going to be holding for about 10 seconds at the beginning, and again, building that up as you go. You can hold it for up to a minute or even longer if that's something that you require. It's a 4-point position, so basically like you're making a cross or an X with your hip in terms of how you're pressing into the wall. We're going to start just facing off to one side. Bring your inside leg out into the wall. You can hold onto the wall if you need to just for balance and stability. So pushing out into the wall, holding that position, focusing on the inside hip, although both hips will have to be working in this. But you're just going to push and hold from that position. And then you're going to rotate around to where your back is facing towards the wall. But make sure you've got some space there. And you're just going to keep your knees straight and then bring your leg back behind you. For right now, you're focusing on your glute, your butt, holding that as best as you can. Again, making sure the knee stays straight. Then you're just going to rotate around the opposite direction. You're going to bring your outside leg in front of you, and you're going to cross it over in towards the wall. So now you're working your inner thigh. Allows for a little bit of a stretch coming through the outside of the hip, but the focus right now is on the contraction of the inner thigh. And you're just pushing in. And then the last one, you'd end up turning around facing into the wall. I'll just do it this way for right now. And you're just going to bring your leg forwards and pushing into the wall from that point. So now you're going to be working within your hip flexors into your quads, making sure your knee stays straight for this right now. You can perform these in a neutral leg positioning. So basically where your hip is not rotated in or out, and you can then also go through each 4 of these positions with your hip rotated in or with your hip rotated out, and that will work a different set of muscles in each position. So again, one more time, you're just going to be pushing out, pushing back behind you, bring the leg in front and then coming across, working on the adductors, the inner thigh. And then the final one, you're pushing into the wall from there. Again, that's just bring that leg forwards, keeping the knee straight, working the hip flexors and the quads as you're going through this. So those are your 4 positions that you want to work through just to help increase stability and strength around the hip and pelvis. Give those a shot, and if you've got any questions, just let us know. Again, Greg Moulton, Matrix Motion Fitness Studios, we're here to help.